Okay, we have a game for here from ODM's Calamity versus NC Strat game. High Elf Kite versus the Ogre Kingdom's Crusher spam. Which, I don't know. I've really soured on Crushers and Mournfang type Cav in general. I don't feel they are particularly amazing. So let's see how it goes. For the Ogre Kingdoms, we have a bunch of Sabertusk packs, triple Crushers with great opens, one of which is the Sky Striders, and then we have 4 Noblar Trappers, one of which is the Boglar's Noblar, Boglar, that one. Then Scrag with Troll Guts and Bullgorger, and that's it. In the side for the High Elves, we have Archmage of Metal, Plague of Rust, and Searing Doom. Shadow Walkers and Shadow Warriors, 4 of the Warriors, 1 Walker. And then some Silver Helms, Dragon Princes, Fireborn, and Silver Helms. It is Kite time, as one Noblar has already been destroyed. There goes another one. Trying to get rid of the chaff of the Ogre Kingdoms as the Crushers push up. Maybe the Shadow Warriors and Walkers are a little worried the Crushers will dodge, so maybe just try and take out the Noblars for now. Crusher gets Overcasted Plague of Rust, down 60 armor, loses a third of their HP, but like I said, they do try and dodge. When you're aiming at those higher value assets, they generally, top tier tournament players like Calamity and Strat Game, they'll dodge with their best units. Crusher jumps in with the Sabertusk packs jumping on them, and the Silver Helms are going to die super fast. The Bullgorgers even out on these guys, but a Searing Doom at their backside, plus a Silver Helm charge in, and now with the fight truly engaged, now the Shadow Warriors and Shadow Walkers should be able to shoot these guys for free, but there's so many units in here, and the Crushers are trying to catch up to these guys there. This is the moment for the Shadow Warriors to get something done. The Sky Striders, which were after them, are distracted, and now they can get some shots off here and there. In come the arrows. Just a little bit of damage on the Crushers, though. Looks like they weren't all ready to fire at the same time, and now they're just kind of slowly filtering shots in as these Dragon Princes are deleted by the Crushers. On the far side, Silverhelm's going to fight Sabertusk packs with the Fireborn coming in from behind. That should be the death of those 2 Sabertusks. But over here, the Crushers are slamming the High Elf Cav as the Shadow Warriors and Shadow Walkers aren't getting out the DPS. They really need to turn this fight. Trying to get away, another Plague of Rust overcast, 60 armor left for the Crushers, and over there, like I said, Sabertusk got massacred by the Fireborn surround, so good job from Strat there to secure that flank. Taking out those guys is quite nice. Now the Shadow Warriors are starting to get some stuff done. Dragon Prince is fighting the Plague of Rusted down Crushers, doing a lot of damage to them as they take a lot of damage themselves. This is what Crushers do. Crushers kill large targets very well. I just worry about their weakness to archers and their weakness to basic spears and stuff. Is generally why I don't take them, and their high price point. But you can see now the Shadow Warriors and Shadow Walkers are getting good damage down onto these guys. Dragon Prince is sacrificed for the effort, but still really good damage out, and the Sky Striders are in. What can the Fireborn and other Silver Helms do to maybe save these Shadow Warriors? Maybe. Dismember slowing down all of these kiting units, trying to let the Crushers get back into it. It's the Noblars of the Bog Marshers. Wow, take a lot of damage to those wounded Silver Helms. The Shadow Warriors keep kiting it out. Another Searing Doom trying to hit the Sky Striders as the Mage charges in to help out her Silver Helms and Fireborn. Bullgorger is out for a little bit more armor-piercing damage and melee attack. The Sabertusk and Crushers are taking too much damage. I don't think they'll hold for much longer. We have lost 1 Shadow Warrior. We still have 4 more, including a Shadow Walker up here. There go the Sky Striders. There go the Sabertusk packs. And the Ogre Kings are slightly down in the balance of power. I'm getting very concerned about them, as we still have Noblar Trappers trying to run up, trying to get some stuff done. The Shadow Warrior Kite is proving rather strong, and there's only 1 Crusher that isn't routing right now. The other 2, 4 models and 5 models, they're very wounded and have lost a lot of models, so they're not even going to heal up that much. For the High Elves, most of their Cavalry force is dead. We are relying on almost purely the skirmish elements to get this done, as this Shadow Warrior has positive HP. It looks like he's going to run off the map because he has some trailing models that are too close to the Ogres. They think they're still routing. Nope, Shadow Warrior is back at the last second, and Scrag is actually the target of the melting now. Probably want to focus up on the Crushers. Take them out. Scrag isn't your problem, the Crushers are. Plague of Rust overcast onto the Sky Striders. Only 4 models left of them. They are going to get shot in the back as they run away, and they are dead entirely. Deleted as they run. Fireborn trying to hold it together, fight off the Saber-Tusk packs, fight off the last of these Crushers. I haven't seen a Troll Guts in a while. I haven't seen a Butcher in a while. Though, I suppose the Butcher will be harder to get because of the model counts here. Scrag's taking a lot of damage in the fight. So are the Crushers, but they're holding for now. Fireborn, one leadership keeping them in this fight. As another Searing Doom tries to land on the Noblars and all of these clustered up forces of the Ogre Kingdoms. That's a pretty good shot in. High Elves taking a further lead on the balance of power. Crushers down to 6 models. So they can fight the Eagle Lady. They are getting shot in the back this whole time. They will rout. And it's just Noblars now. For the Crushers even still on the map. We have 6 models. We have 3 models. Scrag has rallied. Some Saber-Tusks have rallied. But it is just Noblars trying to hold it together. For the High Elves, we have an extremely wounded Fireborn. And then 5 skirmish units, though the Shadow Warriors in the back here about to rout for the 2nd time. So they get shot by Noblar Trappers. Scrag gives himself a Troll Guts, telling his Crushers to go fuck themselves. And the Shadow Warriors still have a decent amount of ammo. 3, 4, 5, 7. The Fireborn are running down random Noblars. But all of a sudden the Ogre Kingdoms are up on the balance of power. I guess Scrag healing himself at this late in the game was a lot for the balance of power to handle. Noblar Trappers get deleted by the Shadow Warriors, who continue to kite away. Do have a 3-model Crusher in the distance that doesn't look like it's coming back. These other Crushers trying to move up. Saber-Tusk back, but even with 120 armor, they're going to die to 1 volley from these Shadow Warriors. They're just too low. How are our Shadow Warriors doing? 6, 3, 2, and 1 volley left. Noblar Trappers getting some shots in here onto our Shadow Buddies. And we are going into a boggy area, which the Boglars of the Mad Marshes will start getting regeneration when they're in that water. So this could be a bad place to end up fighting these guys. Dismember is out, minus 60% speed. Saber-Tusk catch up to them, the Crushers catch up to them. I thought they were getting Flag of Rusted. It looks like they got a Bullgorger instead. They immediately rout and shatter. The Saber-Tusks are also going to rout and shatter. And I hear a Searing Doom coming onto the Boglars as they try and get into those marshes for the regeneration. The Fireborn are in. They get rid of the Saber-Tusks as well, but Scrag is running up. Bounce power is about 50-50, slightly Ogre Kingdoms favored. The Shadow Walkers are now just melee units. These Shadow Warriors are just melee units. 2 volleys left in this one. 5 on the one that is super damaged and about to rout, and another Troll Guts onto Scrag to keep him in the fight. Can the High Elf Archers get to safety and keep firing? 2 volleys and 5 volleys left for them total. And here come the Boglars getting that regeneration from being in the water. That's 100 HP per tick. Okay, it's 90, but still, you get the point. And it'll be kind of crazy if the swamp regeneration actually ends up mattering. They're healing so much. The Shadow Warriors with ammo under attack by Scrag, who's still healing up from the Troll Guts. Archmage Metal is getting some rear attacks on her, but Scrag just turns and fights her. Gives himself a Bullgorger for more melee attack. His healing cap is in sight, and he's taking a lot of damage from these archers. Even while healing, he's getting massacred right now. Oh no. Noblar Trappers are in the fight. Shadow Warriors need to back off further if they can. Boglars of the Mad Marshes take a Searing Doom. Their healing cap is in sight as they go to fight the Shadow Walkers and Dragon Princes. But it does look like our Archmage Metal is getting dragged down. The Shadow Warriors could not get far enough away. They are getting beat up pretty bad. The Shadow Warriors 1 shot left. The Archmage Metal can't beat Scrag in a straight-up melee without Archer support. So she doesn't need to back off. She needs to get up in the sky. It doesn't look like she's doing that. She's fighting Scrag to the end and is losing it. Army losses is coming in soon. The Boglars of the Mad Marshes almost getting to their heal cap as they beat up on the Fireborn and the Shadow Walkers. It is all over now for the High Elves. They could not overcome the healing of the Ogre Kingdoms. Bullgorger out again for Scrag, buffing up his damage, buffing up his melee attack. And the Eagle Lady goes for one last desperate Searing Doom plus a rear charge. Gonna try and mass rout the Noblars. Army losses hits just as that does. Not enough of a balanced power swing to stop the army losses. Very good game. Scrag and the Crushers did fine. Basic Noblars did well. Noblar Trappers did pretty well. Saber-Tusk Backs did pretty well. Aside for strat game, his Dragon Princes and Silver Helms got mostly clapped. Mostly. They just needed to peel for the Archers. The Archers It's pretty solid. Yeah, pretty solid. Good damage. Good damage out. The Archmage of Metal did pretty well. So, good game for both. Very close. Ogre Kingdom's healing coming in clutch in the end, but it was so close to being game loss. Go Shadow Warriors, go.
Roar. Subscribe, yes.